I wonder how much hate I'm going to get for not putting Half-Life 3 on the list.
Video games. I love them, you love them, everybody knows that. But sometimes an idea appears in my head for a game and I immediately think, yes, yes, make that. Today, I'm going to be pointing out and explaining the 10 games that need to happen soon. It's the basic rules. No basic concept, so I can just say it's an FPS, but you can do this. Or an open world game, hack and slash, combination. No, I'm only including things that are based on another video game franchise, something that's based on something that I'd like to become a video game. So, see, fingers crossed that we start looking at this amazing wish list. You know what the 3DS desperately, really needs? A brand new Zelda game! You see, all the Zelda games on the 3DS are either remakes or sequels, so why not make a new one? Perhaps do another tournament game, or something in the style of Link Between Worlds, or maybe even something brand new. However, I'd like to see if perhaps Nintendo put things from Link to the Past in there. Maybe, you know, the renting item system from Link Between Worlds that offers a lot of ways of making interesting bosses and puzzles in a Link Between Worlds. There's also a lot of information that Nintendo could implement with the next handheld Zelda, whereas the 3DS, or perhaps even the new 3DS, could offer up a whole lot of new features and new ideas. Or anything, just Nintendo, use the frickin' thing for once.
What was my first Sonic game? Sonic Adventure? No, Sonic Heroes, baby!
Not sure really why Sonic fans dislike Heroes. It was a fun and fun game with addictive multiplayer challenges. My guess is not the big departure from the super serious story in Sonic Adventure, which I've never played, and I don't want to. So a hasty re-release of the wackiest and most fun Sonic game would be very enjoyable. That's maybe even a port to the 3DS or Wii U and use the touchscreen to change characters. I don't know, just how it is. Making a hasty remake can also fix some things from the cringe, like the cringe really lying, or glitches, or other control scheme problems. Finally, if they're going to revamp Sonic Heroes, please, for the love of holy Jesus, don't change the music. What I meant is a freaking jam. If you follow me for a while, you know that I frickin' love Naruto to death. So, what's the best idea for this? A Naruto open world game. How has nobody gone to and jump and demanded that we need to fix what Naruto Broken Bond messed up? It's such an amazing idea that I'm incredibly surprised that no one's even attempted to do this before. Well, apart from Broken Bond, we don't speak of that atrocity. Perhaps include a character creator and have the ability to recruit other ninjas into your team and then go and do other important events in the story. You could implement a Naruto Ninja Storm fighting system as well to make things diverse and awesome. I don't know, just make this. It's such an easy concept. Just do it! If you look around the internet long enough, you'll find my favourite interview ever. It basically states, The guys at Koei Tecmo, aka the Dynasty Warriors guys, want to make a Dynasty Warriors style game for Star Wars. Do I need to say anything more? This is a genius concept. It needs to be a thing that happens. Perhaps as a storyline, reliving the iconic Star Wars battles, or playing as your favourite Jedi or Sith. I compare the game to when you play as the Jedi or Sith in Battlefront 2. Send hundreds upon hundreds of idiot troops in an amazing bloodbath. But with Dynasty Warriors combat, it'd be incredible! Have a roster that's decently sized like Hyrule Warriors. You could even bring back a simpler story of Dynasty Warriors 7. How is this not the greatest concept ever?
Time to continue the party!
I'm gonna proudly say something that I've never said before. I love Devil May Cry 4. It's amazing and a fluid hack and slash action with one of the funniest game characters ever conceived, make it a joy to play. With the recent fail of DMC Devil May Cry, I think it's time Dante, the real Dante, made a return. First of all, for the style system from DMC 4, which meant you could change them on the fly, which was a genius and stylish idea to get awesome combos. Hell, bring back Nero back, he was pretty good to play as well. It offered a great contrast between Dante's lovable personality. Capcom, it is good enough for you to make a Project Cross Zone 2. You could probably make a sequel to DMC 4. I believe in you, Capcom. I believe.
Have I ever said how much I love War of the Worlds? Because I freaking do.
When I thought of the idea of having a War of the Worlds game, I thought of the best developer. Well, for a story-driven post-apocalyptic survival game, it would be Telltale. With the recent success of the Walking Dead games, they almost seem like a perfect fit for a War of the Worlds story. A point-and-click or hell or a Last of Us style adventure game could fit really well into the story amazingly. For the game to be a success, all you need to do is have the amazing voice acting and of course, include the War of the Worlds musical soundtrack. I need more of that in my life. It's just that good. Oh yeah, dominant opponent to be remade for this generation. Had the X and Y graphics, or the Auras ones, I don't care, just give me my HD Palkia! Improve the games by adding the Pokemon from Auras, and the amazing cutscenes as well. But please, for the love of God, also bring back the Pokemon following you mechanic of Heart Gold Soul Silver. That was so cute and so adorable, and I miss it so much. Plus, how glorious would it be if they remake these games to see these amazing events in-game, like the versus Giratina, or having Palkia or Dialga destroy the world in the new generation graphics. It would be so glorious! Also, just think about how great the music it would be. Think of the potential of that. As long as Palkia Mega evolves, I'm good.
You know how a lot of gamers want to see another F-Zero or Metroid? We're having another long-dead Nintendo franchise make a return, and its name is Custom Robo!
Nintendo, I love you so much, so please, I'll buy all the Mewtwo's you have if you bring me back custom robots for the 3DS. Improve the graphics, the gameplay, the music, just do it all! You know how much it would make me happy to have a sequel to one of the best handheld games ever made. And while you're make some damn amiibo for this thing, please. It'll be the greatest thing ever. This game will be the best game for amiibos. I'm not gonna be the only one who buy them, but please, make them. Do it, Nintendo. Do it and I love you forever.
So, what's another anime that needs an open world game? Attack on freaking Titan!
Now with the recent trailers and release of the Attack on Titan Humanity in Chains, this might be a little bit of a far-fetched, but please, hear me out. If they did make an Attack on Titan open world game, they could have loads of amazing features into it, like say character creation, having a Soviet member who could lead the rules, go on expeditions and hunt Titans would be amazing. Maybe have interactions and dialogue with other characters from the anime or manga. Hell, maybe even have some sections where you play the Shifter Titan, rampaging through the city. It would be so amazing. At the time of writing, Humanity in Chains hasn't come out yet, so we don't know how a 3D movie gameplay would play like. But even still, an Attack on open world game would be just amazing. It's a genius concept waiting to be used. Take a guess. Take a freaking wild guess. It's so obvious. Yep, you guessed correctly. I want a sequel to the best hack and slash game ever. Metal Gear Rising: Vengeance was almost so perfect, so over the top funny, and was just in general an amazing joy to play. So they made a sequel, I'd buy it, and an overpriced console it was on. First off, they could just keep the blade mode mechanics from Revengeance, but improve it however they wished. They could make new characters, moreover, over the top and hilarious as the last. Or hell, bring back some older ones. Hey, this game is about cyborg ninjas, big enemies, and sombreros. You can probably do anything. Also, make the bosses just as good as they were in Rising, and not like anything like Monsoon. So that would be very bad. However, there's one thing you don't change at all, is the soundtrack. Because Metal Gear Rising soundtrack is the best of any video game ever. I'm the Sharingan Warrior, and I should really stop talking about Metal Gear Rising now.